Welcome to the School of Law at the University of Limerick. My name is Dr. Norah Burns and I lecture here at the School of Law. This is a 5-part video series to welcome you to the School of Law and to provide you with some information on supports available in the school and in the university. So this is a 5-part series of videos. Our first video, the current one, is on an introduction to the law school. So what is a lecture, what is a tutorial, where is the school based, etc. Our second video will be a little bit more in depth on what is a lecture, what is a tutorial, how do you prepare for those classes. Our third video then will look at legal research, so how to use the library, how to find a case, a textbook, a journal article, etc. Our fourth topic is quite exciting, and that's law school opportunities, where we will be talking about Erasmus, study abroad, opportunities in China, etc. And our fifth and final topic then will be exam preparation. Again, all slides and videos are available to students, and I have the link down here where you can access it at home in your own time. Again, these are a resource to assist you as incoming first-year students. It's just basic information to let you know where the supports are and how to contact. So, a question many of you will have is, where is the law school? So the law school is based in the foundation building. That's in the main courtyard in the centre of the university, across from the library. When you come into the foundation building, the concert hall will be on the left-hand side, and there's a glass lift on the right-hand side. When you go behind that glass lift, there are a set of double glass doors, and that's the entrance into the law school. You'll find the faculty offices there and also the administrators' offices in case you have questions for anyone. Again, we have 2 moot courtrooms in the University of Limerick School of Law. Our first one is the moot courtroom in the main building, so that's the building with a large glass pyramid on the front. The appellate courtroom then, that you can see down here on the right, is our brand new courtroom, and that's based in the library. Again, as a student in the law school at the University of Limerick, you will have an opportunity through class and also through extracurricular activities to participate in mock trials. So you might have questions or concerns as you start out your 4 years here with us at the University of Limerick. Again, if you have any questions, there are a number of people that you can contact with those questions or queries. So these are just a list of some of the people that you could talk to. We have a very welcoming head of school who will be very happy to speak with you, and you will meet in your first few weeks of joining us here in the School of Law at the University of Limerick. You also will have a course director. Again, their email address will be available on the School of Law website, on the staff part of the website. Again, you will have individual module lecturers. Again, if you have any questions, particularly about course content, or you're not sure about something that you're covering in class, do feel free to speak to your module lecturer or to email them. You will also be assigned an advisor as a first-year student. Again, that advisor will make contact with you via email to meet up in person, and also to meet the other people in your class that member of staff is also an advisor to. Your advisor is a really important resource for you here in the university. We also have some lovely school administrators who are incredibly helpful, and again, if you have any questions, they're available in the foundation building, but also via email. Again, if you have questions that are more to do with the university or with your academic transcripts, for example, then SAA, Student Academic Administration, have an office in the main building, and you can also go on their website. Other supports that are available in the university would be the Students' Union, who have various student body elected representatives, and you can talk to them about concerns you may have. Also, there's the Health Centre and the Chaplaincy. Many students will ask, can I email my lecturer or my course director? And the answer is yes, of course you can. If you have a question about the content of an individual module, for example, criminal law, constitutional law, you will be given a course outline at the start of the semester, and in that course outline will be the contact details for your module coordinator. Again, if you have any questions about your assignment, continuous assessment, the exam, etc., then do email your module leader. If your question is more broadly about your course, then of course do email your course director. All staff email addresses are available on the Law School website, and also just to make clear as well, at the time of exams, just to exercise caution around the emails that you do send. While staff are very happy to hear from you and will be very happy to deal with questions you might have around the exams, staff won't be able to give you tips via email on what might come up in the exam. So a huge amount of information is available to you on the Law School website. So I have a link down here to the Law School website. If you go there, you can get access to the undergraduate handbooks, the book of modules, where you will find out information about modules you're doing currently or that you may choose to study in future years. And you'll also get information about exams, grading and standards for exams and for continuous assessment. So another question you might have is, how does law school work? In UL we have 2 semesters, the autumn semester and the spring semester. Each semester is 12 weeks long, so you will have lectures and tutorials for those 12 weeks. In week 13 you will have a study week. This is a week where you can independently prepare for your exams. In week 14 and week 15 you will have your exams. Again, in week 14 and 15 and in advance of week 14 and 15, you will be able to check your individualised exam timetable at the following link here. You will also have to study core law modules here in the School of Law at the University of Limerick, but in a very exciting way you can also choose electives. And again, you can talk to your advisor, your course director or your module leaders about what those modules would include. One really important thing to remember is that you need to always register your modules with Student Academic Administration. If you do not register for your modules, you will not have a personalised timetable for the 12 weeks of teaching term, or you will not have your individualised exam timetable. So the next question you may have is, how do I read my timetable? The first piece of information that's important to note is the time. So here the lecture is from 4 to 6. Usually a lecture in the law school will be 2 hours, but sometimes it might be in a 1 hour block. The next piece of information is your module code. So here it's LA 4430. The LA denotes that it is a law module, and the 4430 then is the module number. Again, here you can see as well, other information that you will get after the code would be, for example, the word LEC to show you that it is a lecture for that module, or the letters TUT, which is a tutorial for that module. Again, if it's a tutorial for the module, you will also see that there is a group name included. For example, 3A. Tutorials are small group teaching, small groups between 15 and 20 for example, and you will be automatically assigned to a group, for example group 3A. The next piece of information is the lecturer's name, so this person is the module coordinator. They will give the lectures and they're also responsible for the assessment of the module. The next piece of information on your timetable will be the room number. So again, you can see here, for example, the lecture is going to be in AD 2010. The first part here, the AD part, denotes the Analog Devices building. Again, the list of rooms and their shortened names are on the timetable website. The next number here, a number 2, shows that the room is on the 2nd floor, and the last number then, the number 10, shows the actual room number itself. The last piece of information you will see on your timetable is the week numbers. So for lectures, usually you will have weeks 1 to 12. However, if it's a tutorial, it will often say that it runs from weeks 3 to 12. Again, it's important though to check your course outline, because some tutorials will not start until later in the semester, so it's important that you check for each individual module. Another question you may have is, what is a lecture? So a lecture on average per module you will have 2 hours of lectures per week. Again, you will have those usually from weeks 1 to week 12. Again, some lectures will be quite small, particularly elective modules which you choose to study. However, for your core modules, some of them will be quite large and in large lecture theatres. Please don't be daunted by this. Everyone else in the class is in the same position, and you will very quickly get used to the large number in some of the core modules. Tutorials then are much smaller. Again, on average, you will have what are called cycles of tutorials, roughly 4 to 5 per module. The same tutorial will run for a whole 2 weeks. However, you are only expected to turn up to 1 hour in that 2 weeks. Again, as I said when I talked about the timetable earlier, you are assigned a time slot and you attend that time slot once every 2 weeks. Again, it's small group teaching with a tutor. Your tutor will be a postgraduate student here in the School of Law, and they're there to help you with questions that you might have, but also, and we will see this in our next video, in tutorials you cover questions that help you to better understand the content covered in the lectures and also to help you to prepare for the exam. It's really important though to reiterate this, when you're coming to tutorials, please come prepared for class. So the next question you might have is, where will I find notes? So again, for each of the lectures that you will attend, the lecturer will usually put up a PowerPoint presentation on the board during the lecture. Solace is where you will find these notes. So Solace is a website. Again, I will put the link down here to Solace, and you log in with your personal student number and your password. Once you register for your modules with Student Academic Administration, you will be added to all of the individual sites for those modules. Once you access the site, you will get information such as lecture PowerPoints, tutorial questions, reading lists, and very importantly, the course outline. Again, another thing that's important to remember with Solace is you might be required to submit continuous assessments through Solace. For example, to submit an essay or to complete a quiz. Thank you for watching this video. This is part 1 of 5 parts. I know it's a lot of information, but we're hoping that you will use this as a guide to access further supports about questions or concerns you might have starting out here in first year in the School of Law. Please do subscribe below to our YouTube channel and also follow us on social media. See you next time for video 2, which will talk in more depth about lectures and tutorials. Bye!